Hey, good Thursday afternoon, friends. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Tim Pandajis. Want to give you an update here on our rain that for the most part over the last 6 hours on the loop here, you can see has avoided Harris County and the city of Houston. Most of the heavy rain, if not all of it, has been well dislocated off to the north and west. And there's a reason for this. This is something called training thunderstorms. And you can see most of this rain has been confined to the southern and northern bounds of this channel. And that's all lining up along a stationary boundary. This is the focus point for lift in the atmosphere and where we're seeing the most widespread heavy rain developing. And it's been pretty much in the same spot for the last 12 hours or so, which is why we've seen so much rain there. Some spots closing in on double-digit rainfall totals so far. We've also got plenty of flood alerts up, flood watches off towards the north and east of downtown, and we've got a few flood warnings and flood advisories along there. Here's radar estimated totals, and some of these totals over the last 3 hours are up and over 2, 3, 4, even near 5 inches in the last 3 hours alone. So those rainfall rates are quite high. Here's a look at current radar through southeast Texas. We do have a few storms developing south and to the east of downtown. And again, the majority of the heavy widespread rain is well to the north and west. Downtown now is still clear for your lunch hour and early afternoon, but down to the south and far eastern portions of Brazoria heading into Galveston, approaching the I-45 Gulf Freeway, we've got a downpour here with pretty substantial thunder and lightning, and off to the east of downtown, Baytown area, Mount Bellevue along I-10 there in southern Liberty County, another cluster of heavy downpours with some thunder and lightning. Now, you remember yesterday we had a few storms that developed that had some large hail associated with them, and I think we do have that risk again today. We're under a level 1 severe threat from the Storm Prediction Center. I'll show you that map in a second. Here up towards Madisonville, Franklin, Centerville, widespread heavy rain, Bryan College Station this afternoon, and that's really where it's been over the last 12 hours or so. Here's rainfall totals over the last 24 hours. You can see that swath of rain here in far northwestern Montgomery, into Walker, over into San Jacinto. Look at these numbers here, approaching and closing in on 10 inches of rain just south of Huntsville, New Waverly area, Montgomery just north of Conroe there. Very heavy, impressive rainfall totals so far. So where do we go from here? I don't think we're done with the rain yet. I think we have another 24 hours or so of that heavy rain threat before the stationary boundary gets a move on as a cold front and skedaddles out of here. Here's how we look through 4 o'clock. I think we'll have some showers around for our evening commute, but the majority of the heavy rain still holding off by that point. And then past sunset, we'll really start to see the radar fill on in here with more and more pockets of heavy rain filling in on the radar screen and overspreading the area. And really after midnight, widespread heavy rain right into the Friday morning commute that could cause some headaches out there on the roadways, especially in those vulnerable spots that have standing water on roadways with poor drainage flooding and some street flooding occurring as a result. Now, by around mid-morning to late morning lunchtime tomorrow, we'll see the heaviest rain threat drop, but our rain chances are still in the picture at least through mid-afternoon on Friday, with still the rain and shower chances remaining in the forecast. How much rain can we expect here? Models have really been jumping all over the place because, again, it's all dependent on where that band of heaviest rain sets up. It could set up offshore, or it could set up right along the I-10 corridor. Depending on where that is where we'll see the heaviest totals. But here's the latest rendition of our computer model, still showing a general 3 to 5 inches of additional rainfall here. Heaviest bands off well northwest of downtown, but we're seeing a secondary heavy band setting up right along the coastline there. That could be the next focal point for the heaviest of the downpours locally, 6 inches of rain or more. Again, here's that severe threat. It's just been downgraded again a little bit farther to the south, encompassing Harris County and points south towards the coast. That's a level 1 threat, and that threat will be for hail to develop in any of the stronger storms. Here's our best bet rain chances through Thursday evening. We're up to 60% by 8 o'clock, climbing by midnight, and nearly everybody getting in on the rain after midnight into the early morning hours of Friday, right into midday. Flooding threat out of a 4-level scale, we are at a level 2 threat for the entire area from basically later this evening into early Friday morning. We've got that heavy rain mainly to the north now. That stationary boundary focuses the rain closer to the coast tonight with scattered downpours into tomorrow, and then gradual clearing finally in time for the weekend. High pressure begins to nose in. That'll dry us out and eventually clear out our skies and give way to increasing sunshine as well. Here's the next 3 days for you. 90% rain chances tomorrow. Again, most of the heaviest rain will be in the morning hours. We're only in the mid-60s. Saturday, an early morning sprinkle. Clouds hanging on for a while before some partial clearing late in the day. Low 70s, and then Easter Sunday. I think we're up to 78 degrees, trending drier with a mixture of clouds and sun. Now, Chief Meteorologist David, Paul, and I will be together for Team Weather starting at 4 o'clock today, right through the rest of our evening shows. Stay weather smart with the KHOU 11 Weather Team on all of our platforms all through this evening and through the day on Friday for that enhanced flooding threat.